Oh, well, welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. In previous episode we did that
Someone left
frickin'
flies'
ball
plums
thing.
on the windowsill again. The juice is attracting flies. There are spiders everywhere. The plums were right in front of me, but I can't quite recall who took them.
Someone's been taking plums, and I leveled up. So let's level up first. Yes, we did that ball thing, which took frickin' ages, and now we're doing this thing. Yeah. I need them to stay inside. That's why I have it. The other one does more damage if they get out. I don't want them to get out, so yeah. Probably want fire mine and not wall of fire because I don't have enough space for all of them. Just have enough space for 3, which is flash fire, immolate, and fire mine. Those are 3 I'm gonna get because the X ability is actually pretty good. So yeah. And do I have to level up other characters? Yeah. It's Iron Pool. Want one of these? Or are you going somewhere else as well? You should be going Battlemaster. Combat row. Keep roll and roll. Oh wait, what's this move? Grappling chain. Yeah, I just want you to finish this. What damage? Who's this Varric? Oh yes. Do extra damage. Rolling draw. Nah, knock him back. Immobilize. And you're going Trapper. Look like it hurts. Stamina restored. When you restore critical hit, you gain stamina. Sure, why not? Solas. You gotta finish off this area. Life Ward. Okay, yeah, that's good. Transmute magic. This thing. Yeah. Is in the shadows. This is Cole, Shadow Master. Black Wall. Yeah, sure. This is Dorian. We're finish fire. I'll go ice as well. Super fast. Sarah, Cassandra, Mariah. Then we're done. Alright, let's talk. They're inside the building. finally get in? Yes.
Hold here, I'll sum it up.
Of course, sir. Please don't call me that.
Who are
Yes,
you?
sir.
Sir Morris.
Oh, Bells, it's you.
Who are you again?
Sir Morris, I suppose. I am serving as quartermaster for Skyhold and its arriving throngs.
What happened to the
Stores are
previous
growing,
quartermaster?
And so long as we have fair coin to restock, you and yours will be well served.
Where's Quartermaster Thren?
The previous quartermaster survived Haven. Where is she?
Apparently.
She had views. Has views. Perfectly legitimate ones if you share them, Inquisitor. I believe
Okay.
it was felt that your quartermaster should be more palatable now that the Inquisition is in Orlais. She continues to serve, just not at the fore.
What? What are your
What
qualifications?
makes you ideal for this position? It's an important one.
My family has ties to several freehold militias, as well as cousins acting as officers in Ferelden and Orlais.
And your qualifications?
My family holds treaties with 3 new money Tevinter houses, and a rare Orzuma contract.
Yes, but what
with
are
the
your
Lady.
qualifications?
And your qualifications?
To be honest, your worship, that was my question. I am the nexus of a dozen threads tied by others, designed to cast the widest and most appealing resource net. But I will rise to the occasion. Skyhold will want for nothing. I swear it.
He is not qualified.
How is it going? Do we have what we need?
He just has
Is
connections.
Skyhold shining like a beacon? You name it, it's here or on the way. I've wrung out the slackers, given them what for. I think I like this job.
Halam Shiral. Ah yes,
There are
the
problems
place where we
coming
were
out
at.
of Al-Shiral?
There are always problems from Halam Shiral. We've lost a few contracts, but more than made up for it. Although, if a few commendations were given, it might retie some severed threads. I couldn't suggest how. That is better decided at your war table, and I'm not going near that thing.
Alright, goodbye.
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
Yes, check the table. Inquisition tapestries. Salvage ships. A number of ships wash up on the shores of the Storm Coast with shellfish for the Inquisition. It's just giving them power. Pretty sure I have enough power.
Unfortunate.
Oh, something to read. Cannot be bothered. Song, huh? Inquisition. What? I hope you're excited for our next meeting. I certainly am. In these dark times, fellowship and song will keep us from the depths of despair. So let us lift our voices and our spirits. Here are the pieces we will be learning in the upcoming weeks. Lyrics and musical notation are available in the archives, so come prepared. The storm coasts claim, circle of flame, the girl in red crossing, the ballad of Nuggins. Oh wait, it's not an actual song, it's just song titles. Storm coasts claim, circle of flame, the girl in red crossing, the ballad of Nuggins. Scout Harding fought hard for this one, so she will conduct. Really like Nuggins. Twinkling Lucia of the heavens. Whether you took my gold, or the Jolly Tavern, or Jason's ride, I shall prevail. Although there were many votes for Andraste's Mabari, I have decided to leave it off that list, as attempts to perform it tend to leave most choir members a sobbing mess. Inquisitor Faye. P.S. I understand that some of you object to being called the Inquisition. If you can't come up with a better name, it is not your place to criticize. And no, the Hairy Heralds is not a better name. We have a glee club. Fantastic. And I'm out of here. Hello, Cassandra. Are you singing? Oh, what's this?
You
The
knew
fuck?
where Hawk was all along.
Oh, this.
Damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
Is she drunk?
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
And you know what? I'll stay out of it.
I expected you to tell the truth. I told you what was at stake.
So I just hand her over on your say-so? It's okay, Hawk. This zealot isn't crazy. I promise.
Ugh.
Look at her. She's finally lost it.
Leave me out of this.
We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. First, Liliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but he had vanished. Then,
With
we
Morgan.
looked for Hawk, but she was gone too. We thought it all connected, but no.
No, she
It
just
was
went into
just
hiding.
You who kept her from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
What's done is done.
You can't change the past, Cassandra.
So I must accept what? That the Maker wanted all this to happen? That he...
There is no
That he-
maker. You gotta learn to accept it, Cassandra.
Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept her secret.
She's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
Well, Varric's earned his place.
Varric's earned his right to be here, Cassandra.
Thank you.
Yeah. He fought with us.
He did bring Hawk. Late, perhaps, but Hawk is with us.
Yes.
As are you.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, she'd be dead too. You people have done enough to her.
I believed him. He spun his story for me and I swallowed it.
Ah.
If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk.
Why did you need Hawk?
I'm such a fool.
What if it had been different? What if Hawk?
What if you hadn't believed
Was
him
there?
and you tracked Hawk down?
Honestly, Hawk might not even have agreed to become Inquisitor. She supported the Templars in Kirkwall, but she had so many enemies. I could have been one of them. But this isn't about Hawk, or even Varric. Not truly. I should have been more careful. I should have been smarter. I don't deserve to be here.
We're all fools, Cassandra. We're all
Have
fools.
you looked at our Inquisition, Cassandra? We're all fools here.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
More at home, maybe.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe
Okay.
if we'd found Hawk or the hero of Ferelden, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. I don't know what's to come, but you're more than I could have hoped for.
Okay. You want to actually talk now?
Will you not consider it, Lady
No, what?
Cassandra?
Again?
The clerics are still sequestered. If no one steps forward, they will debate until...
And you think I could make them agree? I've had enough for one day, Mother Giselle.
Talk to her, your worship.
Worship. I like that. Having fun? What's this about?
What's going on now?
I assume you've heard that Leliana and I are both candidates to be the next Divine.
Yeah,
Because of what
that.
happened at Halam Shiral, of course, the Empire favors you. Thus, everyone close to you. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without even asking us first.
Is that even possible?
How can you and Liliana be candidates? You're not even priests.
It's not without precedent. Amar III was sister to the Emperor, and Galatea a commoner. Liliana and I were, at least, part of the Chantry hierarchy. It would be accepted.
Why am I not a candidate?
If they'll pick non-priests, why am I not a candidate?
Because you're a mage, first and foremost.
And then
If they
secondly, a
name you
canary.
candidate, they may as well join the Tevinter Imperium. Truly, though, I imagine it's because they're frightened of you. A weight such as yours would break the Sunburst throne and tear the Chantry to pieces. I just don't know why they believe Leliana or I would be any better.
Who cares about the Chantry?
Why even consider it? Who cares about the Chantry?
I care.
Of course. I knew that she would disagree. But still.
Surely it was never meant to be like this. The Chantry, the Circle of Magi, the Templars, this cannot be what they intended when it all began.
Of course.
The Chantry should
But
provide
it's
faith,
inevitable.
hope. Instead, it cannot veer from its course, even in the face of certain death.
You really feel that way?
I'm surprised to hear you, of all people, say that.
Oh? Am I not the same woman who declared the Inquisition against the Chantry's wishes? In all my years as a Seeker, I did what I was told. My faith demanded it. But now my faith demands something else. That I see with better eyes.
The Chantry has failed.
The Chantry has failed, Cassandra.
Greatly disapproves.
I wonder if the legions of faithful throughout Thedas would agree with you. Did you know Varric is Andrastian?
Really?
Oh, he blasphemes with every second breath, but deep down he believes. His heart is virtuous.
I don't
But
believe.
he would never step foot in a Chantry. It should be the first place to which the virtuous turn. It needs to change. Perhaps I must be the one to change it.
Special. Investigate. And what of Leliana?
You're not the only candidate. What about Liliana?
Liliana says she wishes to follow Justinia's legacy. But she and I remember a different person. Justinia knew her fellow clerics and the people would only accept so much change. Liliana would cast it all aside and start over, I think. And that would be chaos for us all.
What would you change?
What would you change about the Chantry?
The Circle of Magi has its place, but it needs reform. Let the mages govern themselves with our help. Let the Templars stand not as the jailers of mages, but as protectors of the innocent. We must be vigilant, but we must also be compassionate to all peoples of Thedas, human or no. That is what I would change.
Special. What's this? I like you. I can help you become divine. Maybe the Chantry should end. Yeah.
Perhaps the Chantry needs more than just change.
You mean get rid of it entirely? I disagree. Without the Chantry, the faithful would be lost. The Chantry must simply be more responsible in how it leads. I suppose I should not be so concerned. The clerics speak my name for now, nothing more. For now, restoring order and stopping Corypheus remain our priority.
You're a soldier, not a freaking priest. It gives faith to people. Faith is meaningless. Hey, another one.
What do you need?
Hey, is this a song? Yeah, it is. How's rest? Bless for all in service here, to rest, recoup, and persevere. Though weighs the heart, remembers best. Your saving grace, the herald's rest. Supposed to be a poem. Creme. Hey, Creme.
I suppose you're right.
Inquisitor. That's got a good ring to it. We're
Oh
happy
yeah,
to be here, Your Worship.
you're the dude
Need
that sounds
anything,
like a
let me
woman.
know.
You know what? You have nothing. Nothing.
You know I've got no problem with Orlesians, but Halam Sharal was a mess. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
You've got a silver tongue.
You've got a way with words, Bull.
I do what I can.
Maybe we can find some other uses for that mouth of yours.
When is the next meal, anyway? Orlesian food always leaves me hungry.
Oh, maybe I'll just sit here and collect songs. Not.
Should I wait for a reply?
Inquisitor.
Or continue with the vote?
Who are you?
Are
The bartender. Cabot,
just the bartender?
you were expecting...
Nothing, I guess.
I don't know. I suppose nothing.
I am a bartender, like my grandfather before me, and my father before him. A lineage destined to draw me in. Is that better?
My grandfather before me and father before him. What? No need for theatrics.
Fine, don't make a big production out of it.
As ye with it.
How's morale?
What's the current mood?
Spirited enlightenment. Also drunk.
Good. No any rumors.
What's the word out there?
7 people want your minstrel dead. They'd settle for smashing her lute. They're afraid she'd sing about it.
What?
Where did you study? I assume you're trained.
Bartending? I'm no alchemist. You mix the bottles that don't taste like nug and you pretend to listen. I suppose I trained at home during feast day family visits. My specialty is ale. Old Antivan recipe. The secret is ale.
She also judged my joy.
You're a bit of a hard ass. Why are you here?
If I could fight, I'd be in the helmet. If I was a mage, I'd throw fire. And probably be dead. But I can't do anything. Just like the hundreds of people who can't do anything. Who make sure the thousands who can do something can do it. Besides,
Oh.
if you know a safer place than your castle, do share.
It's 6 feet
As you
under.
Inquisitor.
Oh, she's singing another song, huh? I can see why they want to break her thing. There's this archery contest. Yay, archery contest. Sister Linear to judge. Except Varric and Bianca. Varric and Bianca are not allowed. Oh. Let's go upstairs. Who's up here?
I hope I can help somehow. Maybe cleaning?
Who are you?
Oh, Inquisitor, I joined. Sutherland, Your Worship. I saw some bandits, so I
Okay.
informed people. I'll let your warriors know and then stay out of the way.
Okay. You don't have anything else to say?
I hope I can help somehow. Maybe cleaning.
Okay. He cannot help.
Sure. Of course.
What's this door lead? Sarah's cabinet, I wonder whose it was. Haven't bothered.
Just rumors. Yes, sir.
What are you doing up here, Cole?
I didn't understand the Grand Ball. It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
I agree.
That would have made everything much simpler.
The colors were pretty, though.
Of course. Investigate. Tell me about your past.
I'd like to talk about what happened to you before we met.
No.
Okay.
I don't like what you're doing. If we don't help people here, I will find another place.
Of course. Let's discuss Templars.
I'd like to talk with you about Templars.
They're heavy with forgotten songs, like Varric. Some of them are too loud. It's hard to stay near them. Cullen is softer, but demons asked questions that hurt him. Evangeline was kinder. I want
Who's
to
Evangeline?
explain, but Reese's mother spoke to spirits, but not to him. Then she died for a Templar he loved. Words just bounce off the edges.
Okay. What about Red Templars?
Can you tell me more about how the Red Templars are different?
The red lyrium is different, darker, daggers under the skin. It eats you inside until you're nothing. They hear a different song. The song behind the door old whispers want opened. They are dead and dark and done.
Okay. Goodbye.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
How do I know what? I'll talk to you later. Guess I don't. Wait a minute. This place looks familiar. Look at this. How are they supposed to attack, huh? All we have to do is knock down the bridge and no one can cross. Not even me. Out in Hightown. Oh, okay, chapter 5. Fuck? What are you guys talking about, huh? What's going on here? Who are you? They look a bit weird. I'm not going to say anything about it. What's this? View of the troops. The valley is filling. Growing force of men and women, a difficult blessing. The more who arrive, the more we must draft to supply us, and we shall. The Inquisition will have an army to match the potential of its leader. So drama, whatever. Where would I put it? Where would we put our troops? It's not a very big place. Cullen, how you doing?
Inquisitor, I've found where the Red Templars come from. They're in full redoubt. The Knights were fed red lyrium until they turned into monsters. Samson took over after their corruption was complete.
How do you know Samson?
He was a Templar in Kirkwall, until he was expelled from the Order. I knew he was an addict, but this... Red lyrium is nothing like the lyrium given by the Chantry. Its power comes with a terrible madness.
Where did it even come from, Red Lyrium? Can't remember. You sure we can't use it?
If it's as powerful as you say, can we turn it to our own use?
Maker, not without abandoning sense and sanity. The Red Templars still require lyrium. If we find their source, we can weaken them and their leader.
What's your plan?
Where do we begin?
Caravans of red lyrium are being smuggled along trade roads. Investigating them could lead to where it's being mined. If
That's
you
a good
confront
idea.
them, be wary. Anything connected to Samson will be well guarded.
Destroy their trade routes, and they will be weakened. Smuggler letters found before the dawn. It's a very big place, this place. This is bad. Seemed like they opened up a bit more areas. Hello, keeping lookouts, I assume. There's a hole here. Someone fix this. This. I don't think there's a door here. You're gonna wonder why we all have something that goes to nowhere. Oh, let's drop down. What the hell is this? Hey, we have stores here. What's this?
Our mounts have never had better. Perhaps Master Dennett will join us now. A space like this needs an expert.
Exotics. Don't think I got any more better mounts, so I like my mount. Let's talk to Blackwall. What are you doing here all alone, huh? Are you fitting in? What's with the music?
Are you proud of yourself? Of what you've built here? How about the lives you've destroyed along the way? Given much thought to those lately? Celine, the one monarch who could have stabilized Orlais, and you went against her. Is this Inquisition all you wanted it to be? Because I'm disappointed. All I see is a gang of thugs led by a self-serving tyrant.
Do go on.
Why don't you tell me how you really feel?
Of course. I shouldn't have expected you to take this seriously. I do not control your course nor the Inquisition's, only my own. So do as you wish. I will not be party to this any longer.
Okay, just leave your gear. Is it me or Blackwall got shorter? Well, we lost Blackwall.
He's in the Dales.
Who are you?
Lady Inquisitor. Bonnie Sims at your service. I trust good
Oh.
secretaries not to corpse. Now that you've
How
come
do
to
you
some good fortune,
see properly?
you deserve an upgrade. As master of the tradesman, I stand ready to supply your every need.
How's business?
How are you doing? Good business?
In this gilded fortress, how could we not be?
How can I bring in commerce?
Skyhold needs a healthy flow of goods. How can I help?
Free the trade routes of obstruction. Restore security to the outposts, the keeps, and the merchants will find you.
Good thing.
Who or what are the tradesmen?
A following of sympathetic and profit-minded individuals who promote local craftsmen and fair importers. A guild of sorts. Although that implies counter-affiliations we are not interested in crossing.
Of
Our
course.
purpose in the Inquisition is legitimate and honorable. You
Very
will
legitimate.
have what you need at honest prices.
Segret. Who the fuck is Segret?
It's a shame Segret didn't survive Haven.
It is, but one must continue.
That's it?
He was a shrewd man, but he was none too pleasant. It was time arrangements were made. I shall make every effort to prove that this is an upgrade.
What can you do for me?
What do you bring to the Inquisition?
What you need, and more. It takes great coordination to make a remote location seem central. While there is no doubt the boutiques of Valroyo display the grandest of the grand, they do not travel. At least, not yet.
Oh my god.
Why are you a mere merchant if you're the master of this group?
I wish to avoid the suggestion that I am a posturing commander atop a structure of malcontents. It is better to remain active, hands-on. Do you not agree, Inquisitor?
Goodbye.
We'll speak another time.
Of course, Lady Inquisitor.
Let's buy and sell some shit. Oh my god. That looks awesome, except I can't use it. What the hell is this? Oh. Characters. Deep Stalker Vitar. Bianca Staff. Cerrone Fused Glass. Tier 2. Dragon Slaying Rune. Interesting. Yeah, maybe I'll go back and slay some dragons, who knows. Let's look at the quest map. A bunch of people here. Judgment. Ooh. Why don't you say so? Let's judge a prisoner. Most likely, I'll say death.
Exciting, isn't it? Succession and the opportunity it brings.
Hey, Varric.
Emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, Maker, the smell is everywhere.
How'd that thing with Cassandra go, huh? She's calmed down.
Cassandra's calmed down. I think you can take your hand off your crossbow.
Define calm down for me in terms of who or what she's punching right now. I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
You knew about Corypheus.
You could have told us about Corypheus sooner.
I found out he was involved at exactly the same time you did. Until he showed up at Haven, I thought he was dead. Nothing we saw at the summit made me think he'd been there. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry.
Jeez, Varric. Wanna just talk normally?
Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
Yes. What is he?
You said he was a Darkspawn or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry tale.
It's not that bad. Well, you beat him before, yeah.
If you and Hawk defeated him once, we can do it again.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
How did you find the prison?
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. He actually got control of an entire Carter clan. Made them drink Darkspawn blood. Weird shit.
So they all became Grey
We
Wardens?
tracked the Carter to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
Everything dies.
Nothing is unkillable.
I'm not so sure about that. Do the things in the Fade really die? Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
I think you're confused.
Brutally murdered is not really the same as unleashed upon the world, Varric.
In this case, it might be. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
Gatsy? Who the hell are you?
Honored Inquisitor. Gotsy Sturhall. Did my part on the walls. Now I'm on this strange collection you've brought.
Oh yes, Dwarven.
Don't know it's worth to the fight exactly.
Stone.
But it's good workmanship.
Mason. What's your experience?
Where did you learn your skills?
Orzamar. Carved a few statues in my day. And before you ask, yes, I chose to leave. I carved a paragon who turned out to be a sodding madwoman. Couldn't stand
Paragon Branca.
the memory of a dwarf, right?
What are these tiles?
Any ideas about the origins of these reliefs?
To Vinter, early. It's in the tool marks, the grain. That's hard dust mined from the 100 Pillars, if I know anything. Oh, I suppose the scene is probably full of Tevinter robes, too.
100 Pillars?
Damnedest things. Massive spires that aren't stone. It's like a mortar. Don't know more than that. Strong, though.
Oh.
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what. You finish
Wonder what
one,
tiles
I'll write it up.
they're talking about.
You better, right? A good dwarven perspective.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
Look at this grand place. It's all mine. It's all mine. Alright, just let me edge forward. Yeah, I'll talk to Josephine first. Hello, Josephine.
How bracing to be in the thick of the game again. The last time I was at Alam Shiral was Countess Letienne's wedding. There were a dozen affairs, 5 secret alliances, and a duel between 2 chevaliers over the vintage of an Antivan port. But until the Duchess was unmasked, I've never seen the Winter Palace in shock.
What? At least they weren't bored.
No one can say the evening wasn't memorable.
No, I should think not. I must confess, when Celine was killed, my first reaction wasn't sorrow. It was disappointment. How could the Empress of Orlais be taken in by the Duchess's plot?
She was only human.
Powerful or not, even an empress can't know everything.
No, evidently not. But let's not lose sight of victory. Your actions at the ball have secured us allies and favors alike.
Our dance was the highlight. Oh. Sure, why not?
My favorite moment of the evening is still our waltz in the garden.
I could have danced with you for hours. We must do it again sometime.
Alright, alright. What's this commotion about? Let me sit down and take a look. Tis my throne!
Impressive, is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it.
There is no
It
burden.
is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment. Where you will sit in judgment.
Who will I judge?
Who will I be judging, exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
We'll execute people here?
Will we be taking heads right here in the hall?
Goodness, no! If such an option is available, it will be done elsewhere. And it may not be necessary.
I'm pretty sure it will.
Sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound.
Fuck
Justice
bound.
has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Alright, let's begin.
Is there anyone I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
And sit. I am the king. I mean queen.
This was a surprise.
I am the lizard
After
queen.
you return from the bogs, we discovered this man attacking the building with a goat.
What?
Movran the Hunter.
What?
He feels slighted by the killing of his Avar tribesmen, who repeatedly attacked you first. What should we do with him? Where should he go?
With goats. With a goat?
You answer the death of your clan with a goat?
No courtroom? Unnecessary. You killed my idiot son.
Oh,
and I answered, as
the
is
father.
my custom, by smacking your holdings with goat's blood.
Oh.
Don't look at me.
No foul. He meant to murder Tevintus, but got feisty with your Inquisition. A red-headed mother guarantees a brat. Do as you've earned, Inquisitor. My clan yields. My remaining boys have brains still in their heads.
Chastened throne. Drive the man on land. Is it called a gibbet? Arm and exile him to Tevinter. That was a gibbet.
I don't know. He could go in that... what's it called? A gibbet? Chief Movran, you'll be placed in a gibbet to serve as an example to... someone. Then, probably released.
Gibbet? Gibbet?
The fuck's a gibbet?
Gibbet?
I just looked at it because it sounds funny. Well, people kind of disapproved of that, but let's do it again.
First, this wasn't my idea. It is an issue born of titles and heir apparency and...
What? Am I judging a crate?
Shiral is having difficulty freeing trade routes formerly controlled by Duchess Florian.
Oh.
Had she been tried, her assets would be forfeit and
Is that Duchess
considerable
Florian?
bureaucracy avoided. So they ask that we judge her.
I have to judge her remains.
This is supposed to make sense? I'm judging a box?
That was the time allotted for rebuttal. Her crimes negated any claim to... Forgive me, there is an odor.
Community service. There's a precedent. What's the precedent?
Strangely enough, something similar happened to an uncle of Emperor Leandra II. His trade routes were returned to the reigning monarch. Why don't we just follow suit?
A wise choice. Thank you for making it swiftly.
What the hell's this?
You recall Garion Alexius of Tevinter?
Not really.
Ferelden has given him to us as an acknowledgement of your aid.
You mean that
The
guy that...
formal charges are apostasy, attempted enslavement, and attempted assassination.
Oh, yeah, him.
On your own life, no less. Tevinter has disowned and stripped him of his rank. You may judge the former magister as you see fit.
These are grave charges.
And I remember what would have happened to Thedas if his treachery had succeeded.
I couldn't save my son. Do you think my fate matters to me?
Then I'll
Will
judge
you
your
offer
son.
Nothing more in your defense?
You've won nothing. The people you saved, the acclaim you've gathered. You'll lose it all in the storm to come. Render your judgment, Inquisitor.
Oh shit. I want him researching magic. Ah, that sounds useful. Tranquil. Oh, that is very cruel. Imprison him. Service with mages. Not really. This will be very useful, but this is very cruel. I like to go cruel.
The magic you wielded was beyond anything this world has ever seen, and must never see again. Garion Alexius, I sentence you to tranquility.
Tranquility? So be it. Death would be preferable.
Of course it would have been. Oh, and that's all. Maybe I'll visit here and talk to Cole and shit. Hello, Solas.
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations, machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Shirao, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
I didn't like it.
If I go the rest of my life without ever dealing with the Great Game again, I will die happy.
Sadly, as Inquisitor, it is unlikely you will live without further courtly machinations, unless the rest of your life is very short, in which case I doubt you will die happy. In any case, Gaspard should be a steadfast ally, especially after delivering him both Celine and Briala.
Is Briala's fate a problem?
Am I sensing concern over how we dealt with Briala?
No. Why would I disapprove of... Oh, because we're both elves. I'm sorry. I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
Who then?
Who do you have much in common with? Who are your people?
A good question. I joined the Inquisition to save the world. Regardless of who my people are, this was the best way to help them. As for the elves of Orlais, Briala did what she could. She was an admirable woman, even if her gambit failed.
She didn't impress me.
If she were more admirable, she wouldn't have failed.
The world at large will judge her on success or failure alone. We who knew her, even briefly, have the luxury of looking deeper, to judge her strengths and flaws, instead of just seeing a pair of pointed ears.
I wasn't looking at a pair of pointed ears. I was saying she was shit. Okay, this is not the way. Dorian.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. An empress dead, her replacement in your pocket. A charming fellow, though still a bit of a thug. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
Should we do that more often?
That's something you'd like to do more often, then.
Watch as you twist an entire empire around your little finger. Yes, please. Of course, that leaves only Tevinter. And it wouldn't work as well there.
No? Why not?
Yeah, don't they have the game?
So much more intense. If an evening lacks a murder, we sniff and call it a ball. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. It's fascinating.
Investigate. No, there's nothing.
I should go.
Here I thought we were just getting to the good part.
Fiona. There's a door, I don't know where it goes. What the hell is this? Hello? Who are you? Vivienne? What's going on?
Inquisitor, I wonder if you might help me with a delicate situation. There is an alchemical formula that I must complete, but I have been unable to obtain a critical ingredient.
Okay.
The heart of a snowy wyvern. I had arranged to obtain
Want to get a wyvern,
but
huh?
the chevaliers working with me were killed in the Civil War.
Investigate, tell me about the wyvern. Oh,
I didn't
formula.
know you were an
Whatever.
alchemist, Vivian. What exactly is this project you're working on?
It is a special request from a member of the Council of Heralds. I am still the Imperial Court Enchanter, after all. The matter is private. That is all there is to say.
You won't tell me?
You want me to risk my life to get this thing for you, but won't tell me what it's for?
My dear, it is hardly proper for me to blab the secrets of those who put trust in my discretion. I would not have attained my position at court if I didn't know when to be silent.
Of course.
If I'm going to hunt down a snowy wyvern, I need you to tell me everything you know about it.
They're quite rare and exceedingly dangerous. Their venom is the most potent of any wyvern. Ordinary hunters would not make the attempt. The risk is too great. You, my dear, would certainly be an equal to this monster.
No, you're calling me a monster now, huh? That's
I'm
nice.
not a hunter. Why do you think I can help?
This beast is not hunted for sport, as other wyverns sometimes are. It is far more deadly. In the past, chevaliers have been dispatched to either kill the creatures or drive them away from villages. Since my chevaliers have fallen to political conflict, I find myself in need of someone with a martial aptitude.
Alright, I'll help you.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, my dear. I would be most grateful.
Slightly.
I shall give the
Slightly.
location of its lair to Cullen. Remember, my dear, I must have its heart or the potion will not work. I eagerly await your success.
Well, this better be a damn good potion. many freaking balconies do you want? Oh my god. I'm so confused, there's so many rooms. Droplet letter, DE1. Oh my god, he found someone new. Don't talk about me, was it? Okay. Oh, she's up here. Interesting. Yeah, no fall damage.
This is a hall worthy of the Inquisition.
That is true. I want to talk to Liliana. Oh my god, this place is so annoying.
So it's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor. I never thought the idea would gain momentum. Of course, with the other candidates out of the picture...
The Divine seems useless.
Why does the Divine need a successor? Who cares if her throne is empty?
If there's no Divine, there is no Chantry. Perhaps that is your wish.
She's
The
not
Chantry
disapproving.
has not been kind to mages. I don't blame you for thinking as you do. You think Thedas hates mages now? If the Chantry falls, don't you think the people will blame magic?
They really
Look
blame
at all
magic.
that's happened. Kirkwall's Chantry, the war, the breach. Mages are always involved. Without the Chantry to guide, that hatred will spiral out of control.
Chantry preached hate.
It was the Chantry that taught people hate and fear.
If the Chantry led them to this place, it can lead them out of it. The people are
Right.
sheep, Inquisitor. They need to follow. But this is a discussion for later. If Corypheus wins, finding a new Divine will be the least of our problems. Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only getting worse. The only thing that will calm their fears now is the hope that someone out there can save them. You have
Not
to
gonna be
that
me.
someone. No one else has any power over the rifts. Seal them. Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
Special. You must miss Justinia.
The Divine's death hit you hard. How have you been feeling?
Oh.
It's been a while now.
Referring to my outburst in the Haven. I am much better now. Justinia was such a dear friend, and there were so many things going wrong.
Best not to dwell.
Let's just move on. It's best that way.
You're right, Inquisitor.
Of course. I want you to die for me.
In Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so that I could return here.
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
That life was a lot worse.
You were condemned to a lightless dungeon. Not much of a life to sacrifice.
And I would do it again.
Of course. Any updates?
Anything I should know?
Celine's loyalists are causing trouble in Orlais. Emperor Gaspard is employing harsh tactics.
Good,
I would
good.
expect nothing less from him. We've gained a ruthless ally.
Let's talk about you.
Me?
Got any stories?
Bards tell tales. I bet you tell some good ones.
There are plenty of tales in the library. Perhaps you should look for them there.
Tell me about your
What
payers.
did you do before you worked for the Divine?
I was a bard, an Orlesian spy for many years. For a time, I also served a small cloister in Lothering. After it
Yes.
died, the Divine called on me to oversee her personal network.
That's it for now.
I should leave you to your work.
We can always talk later.
I want to ask the different questions.
I hear the mages will now answer to the Inquisition. And when you no longer need them, will they be locked up and forgotten again? Most would treat their dogs with more kindness.
You don't approve?
You don't support my decision.
There's no question mark.
We've seen it. I wanted the Inquisition to find a better way.
No, Justinia's left
I
hand.
called you the left hand of the divine.
That they did? What of it?
Must start an Inquisition.
What is the point of an Inquisition?
Justinia would have started the Inquisition if the Divine Conclave failed to restore peace. She hoped that with enough support, we could challenge the very tenets of the Chantry. She wanted the Chantry to treat the mages fairly. But sometimes I wonder, why stop at mages? The Chantry has committed many injustices. If we're going to change it, why not change the whole thing? It's just a thought. None of this will be possible if we fail.
You think I can't do the job?
Are you saying I won't do Justinia proud?
I'm saying I thought it would be her leading us. I'm passing no judgment on you, Inquisitor.
Why don't you join my party?
I could
Oh
use
yeah,
the
to
left
fight.
hand of the divine at my side out there.
Every agent out in the world is my eyes, my ears, my blade. Wherever my people are, I am also. Coming with you,
Well, that
leaving
sucks.
my post, would blind and bound me. Do you see?
What exactly does the left hand of the divine do?
A divine always has enemies, and Justinia had more than most. I protected her. I watched, had an ear to every door. I identified threats, and I dealt with them.
Why so many enemies?
Why did Justinia have so many enemies?
She's a divine, isn't
There
she?
were many who felt she was unfit to be divine. She had a past, a worldly life. Unlike many, she was
Okay, she actually lived.
as a child. She chose it, and somehow that made her unworthy. And because they thought she was unworthy, they wished her harm.
Well, that's a bit... It's a bit shady.
It sounds like you did some unscrupulous things as the left hand.
Perhaps, but wouldn't you do anything to protect what you love?
Tell me more.
I'd like to hear about Justinia. What was she like?
A friend. A mentor. Like me, she had secrets, made mistakes. It made her human. I think her followers responded to that.
We more than friends. What?
Was there something more than friendship between you?
You're asking if we were lovers? Typical. I was devoted to her, therefore it must be romantic. Love is common. Love is simple. My bond with Justinia was something greater. She
Okay.
was a sister, a mother, a teacher. So to answer your question, yes, it was more than friendship.
How'd you meet?
How did you and Justinia meet?
I met her a long time ago, before she became divine. Before she was Justinia. When I met her, she was Mother Dorothea. I was at my lowest. Broken, lost. And she saved me. No, wait. She hates it when I say that. I saved myself. She just showed me it was possible.
Okay.
Talk more later.
This is taking a while.
At your service, my lady.
You're well connected.
You seem to know a great many people.
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
How do you know Josephine?
You seem to know Josephine quite well.
I met her a long time ago, but we didn't become good friends until years later. After the Blight, in fact. I'd just returned
It's
to
always
Tower
after the
Hill,
Blight.
and she welcomed me back by throwing a diplomatic ball. She was the Antivan ambassador at the time, you see. The ball was... alright. Too many politicians. At midnight, Josie and I left to find a real party. We've been friends ever since.
Okay. A real party? What's a real party?
What do you consider a real party?
It's not a real party until someone's small clothes are pinned to a chantry board. And that's all I'm saying about it.
Oh. I see. Tell me about Morgan.
What do you know of Morgan?
Oh yeah, where is she?
She's changed. She used to be so disagreeable, cruel. She said things just to hurt people. Now the sharp edges have worn away. Perhaps it was Kieran. He seems so normal.
Kieran.
Like any other little boy. And so polite. Not that I was expecting anything else. I mean...
What?
Never mind.
Who the fuck is Kieran?
They say you spent some time in Lothering. Did you know the champion?
We spoke a few times. I seldom left the Chantry, and we never became more than casual acquaintances. I saw more of the Hog twins. Bethany in particular. She would spend time in meditation at the Chantry, and she seemed to like my stories. The other one, the young man, he was a little surly.
You met the hero of Faradin, huh?
You have a history with the Warden who ended the Blight, don't you?
I count him among my closest friends. I still write to him for advice when I can.
What?
He hasn't replied to my letters in some time. I try not to worry about it. He can take care of himself.
Hey, how?
We can continue this conversation later.
What? Did I get something mixed up here? Is something not part of canon that I don't know about? Anyway. Before I end the episode, I want to talk to Morgan. And this Kieran guy. I think it's her son. Oh, we can travel straight there. Interesting.
Fertile ground, even here. This hold has everything.
She's over there. Let's talk to Mother Giselle.
Inquisitor, you have finally come into your own. The Maker has put you on a difficult path. I pray you walk it safely.
Did you make me Inquisitor?
I remember our talk out there, before we found Skyhold. It wasn't just the Maker who put me on this path, was it?
The Inquisitor could never have been Cassandra, or Liliana, or me for that matter. We are too political, too tied to the Chantry and all its failings. But I did not make you stand against Corypheus. I did not make you risk death to save the people of Haven.
I didn't exactly want to.
Only you could be the Inquisitor. I only pray the power of the Inquisition is enough.
We're done praying. Oh, shit.
We're long past the time for prayers.
We are never past the time for prayers, Inquisitor. The Maker has chosen you to deliver us from Corypheus. You have the faith and support of everyone here. Never forget that. Now, was there anything else?
Investigate. What? Can I help with anything?
Is there anything I can do to help you or your people?
My healers would benefit from more supplies. We have run short of even common goods with so many wounded. If you could deliver this list and the items on it to Quartermaster Thren, she could get us what we need.
Thren's not here anymore.
But it would enable my healers to save many lives.
Alright, goodbye.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Hello, Morgan. And hello, young Kieran. Or should I say, oh God, Kieran? If I believe to be true, is Kieran boy.
You're the Inquisitor.
What the fuck of a voice? Sound much younger. Much younger.
Cool. Mother didn't say you were Canary.
Who is your mother?
And just who is your mother?
Mother is the inheritor. She who waits the next stage.
Kieran, are you bothering the Inquisitor?
Of course not. Did you see what's on her hand, Mother?
I did see. 'Tis time to return to your studies, little man.
That voice, that does not suit at all. And Morgan's wearing her usual outfit. Isn't that a bit much, though, Morgan?
My son. Never where you expect him to be, naturally.
He's your son?
I didn't know you had a son.
Why
yes.
I take great pains to not
Seems
let
like
my own reputation
Leliana
affect him in
spoiled.
any way. To most in the Imperial Court, he's simply a quiet and well-spoken lad. Perhaps the heir of some distant family. But he goes where I go. Worry not, Inquisitor. Kieran is a curious boy, but seldom troublesome.
Where's his father?
Will his father be joining us as well?
'Twould be most unlikely. His father helped raise Kieran for a time, but events have conspired to take him elsewhere.
Of course it has.
So 'tis but the two of us, Inquisitor. Your fortress is a large place, and you will scarce notice our presence.
He's a bit odd.
There's something rather unusual about him.
There is. He is a special lad. It falls to me to protect him from anything and anyone that mean him ill. Most of all, he must be protected from myself. No one could harm him more than I. To think, until recently, this place stood decrepit. Occupied only by the desperate and the lost. Now it is party to
I don't
events
think he
that
needs
threaten to
protection.
shake the world. I wonder if it is pleased.
I don't think he needs anyone to protect him. If I remember correctly what happened in Dragon Age Origins.
It sounds like you've heard of Skyhold before.
This fortress was built upon the remains of a site holy to the ancient elves. They called it Tarar Salan, the place where the sky is kept. It is said that from here,
He has a name.
they reached up to the heavens to bring them down to rest. They abandoned it, as did the humans who came after them. Bones laid upon bones, silent until your arrival.
Oh. I'm rather fond of it.
I like this place. I've made it mine.
The magic in this place has seeped into the stones, protecting it from darkness. Those who let it fall to ruin did not know what they possessed. You, I think, shall do it justice. I know you did not want me here, Inquisitor. I will do my best to aid your cause with all the knowledge at my disposal. This I swear to you.
That's very serious.
You swear it? That's rather serious.
Some might think Corypheus a madman for seeking godhood. Yet one must ask, what were the old gods? What secrets of theirs did the ancient magisters know? What I fear, what all should fear, is not that Corypheus believes he can succeed. 'Tis that he actually may.
Okay, your nose is kind of crooked, but whatever. Tell me about Kieran.
Greetings, Inquisitor.
Thoughts on the Inquisition?
Now that you've seen the Inquisition up close, what are your impressions?
It is remarkable what you have built. I will give you that. Soldiers are camped outside Skyhold in numbers that would give any nation pause. All this in precious little time, conjured from thin air through the power of fervor alone. I wonder if Corypheus suspected what he was enabling, just as I wonder what will become of all this once he is defeated.
I'm not sure what's next. Well, first we must defeat him.
We have to defeat him first. Then I'll worry about what's next.
Should that happen, the world will lie at your feet, more or less. Beware the heights you reach, Inquisitor. When this is done, many will be eager to knock you back down.
Of course. What are you working on?
What work have you been doing to help us?
Currently, my efforts are focused on determining what Corypheus is, and from where his power comes. The elven orb he carries is what draws my attention. I wonder if the power he used to tear open the Fade, in fact, came from the orb. Perhaps it is even the source of your anchor. If I learn of its origin, I may also learn what Corypheus now intends, as well as his weaknesses.
Maybe we should get that orb. Would you fight alongside me?
I could use your company for my excursions outside Skyhold.
I have spent my share of time wandering the wilderness in the company of others, Inquisitor. Thank you for the invitation, but for now I will restrict my efforts to researching the arcane.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know anything about his dragon?
It has the appearance of an archdemon. Of that, I am certain. A true archdemon, however, is supposedly the corrupted form of an old god. Has Corypheus actually dug up one of the ancient prisons? If so, why has a new blight not begun? His dragon is something else, something connected to his blighted nature as well as his magic. Beyond that, I cannot say.
Well, she already said he could
Possible
become a
that
god.
Corypheus could succeed?
The Black City exists. Wherever one goes in the Fade, it is visible in the sky. The last time Corypheus and his cohort stormed its doors, they unleashed the Blight upon the world. This time, perhaps he might indeed gain untold power, becoming something unto a god. It is also possible he could unleash something far worse than the Blights. So yes, Corypheus could succeed in his goal. If not, his attempt alone could destroy the world.
He thinks I'm a rival. Can I become a god too?
Corypheus says I'm a rival. Does that mean...
Could you become a god? That depends. Are you prepared to use your anchor to enter the Black City?
Well, I don't know how.
I wouldn't know how, if that's even possible.
Perhaps Corypheus fears the moment when you learn.
I need more from you.
Someone of your skills could do more.
I am doing what I can. In time, we shall see what more I can offer you.
Alright, tell me more about you.
I'd like to know more about you.
Ah yes, whence comes the mystery woman slinking her way into the Inquisition's ranks? Once I was an apostate, living well away from the banal influence of the Chantry in the Kakari Wilds. Then came the Fifth Blight with its darkspawn, and I left Ferelden for the Empress's court. 'Tis certain the nobles of Orlais breathe a collective sigh of relief that I am now here.
Let's start from the beginning. You're an apostate.
It's odd that an apostate could live so openly.
Talk about our clothes.
It confuses those who expect apostates to cower and hide. I stand boldly before them and demand to know why I need some Chantry mage to teach me to control my power. They would put me on a leash so they can feel safer at night. I am uninterested in their comfort. Naturally, it helps to have friends in high places.
Why the Elysian Court?
The Orlesian court seems like an odd place to find someone like you.
That was the point, originally. I knew the Empress was intrigued by the arcane, and that I could answer questions no Chantry mage could. Thus, we fit together nicely. I became her advisor, and she my benefactor and source of refuge. The moment Celine perished, my time in court was done. I do not miss it overmuch.
You were in Ferelden during the Blight?
The Blight began in the Kokari Wilds, so yes, I experienced it firsthand. Indeed, I fought at the hero of Ferelden's side for a time. He is the reason the Blight was defeated. We became close. Closer than I even thought possible. When I left, he pursued me. And after that, I came to Orlais. The last place one would look for me, or such was my home.
Oh, so he's still looking for you.
Tell me more about your son.
I don't know.
He is a very special young man.
Special in what way?
In every way. At first, Kieran was a means to an end. But as he grew,
She became attached.
as a mother inquisitor, I had no good example to follow. I find
No,
myself becoming something
her
I
mother.
can barely recognize.
Alright,
I'll leave you to the garden.
Of course.
and that will be the end of the episode. Yes. There's nothing else. What's there? It's just the war room left. Yeah, fast travel works now. Okay, I guess I'll see you in the next video, where we'll go to the war room and do some shit. We lost Blackwall. We're losing people that are self-righteous and shit. Fuck you, man. I'm Eva. I am the epitome of selfishness. Yes. Look at my hole. So grand. It's a shame that I can't just sit. I have to judge somebody, then I can sit. I like that, judging the box. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll see you in the next video, whenever that may be, and peace.